Welcome back to Restore Cave. I'm your host, Noctigam. As always, this is a program where we talk about different health issues. And today we are here to talk about gender-based violence. As you all know, gender-based violence is a very difficult issue in Malawi. So today we are here to talk about, to learn everything that we need to know about gender-based violence. And as always, I'm always joined by an expert to discuss this health issue. When what you do.
Okay. First of all, my name is Divason Danger. I'm working on health sector. Mostly we deal with issues of gender-based violences. Yes.
So, so when people, can you tell us what exactly does it mean when people say gender-based violence?
Okay. Gender-based violence. It is a gender-based violence. Here we look or we focus on viruses which occurred based on gender. When you say gender, we look female and male. So we look gender which occurred due to or because you are female or you are male, right? Yes.
So can you list and explain it as the different forms or types of gender-based violence?
Okay. Mostly gender-based violence forms
Forms or types?
forms or types of gender-based violence.
Yes.
Okay. First type of gender-based violence is economic gender-based violence. Yes, which is common here in Malawi. But from economic gender-based violence, and we have sexual gender-based what? Is sexual gender-based what? Violence. Yeah, those are common examples or common types of gender-based violence here in Malawi.
So,
Right.
so can you explain further exactly what you said economic gender-based violence and sexual gender-based violence?
Yes.
So can you explain exactly what happens in these types of violence?
Okay. Let's start with economic gender-based viruses.
Yeah.
These viruses mostly
Yeah.
uh, economic gender-based viruses. It occurs when someone is forced or refrained to do some economic activities because of his or her gender, right?
Yeah.
Yes. While sexual, I'm clear on economic gender-based viruses.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sexual gender-based viruses. These are viruses that occur because of a gender type. For example, a male gender that occurs because you are male, or gender that occurs because you are a gender viruses that occurs because you are female. Yeah, that's a gender-based one. A gender-based virus based on what? Sexual, right?
So yeah, when you say the on sexual based violence, it's because of gender. So most people, when they hear about gender-based violence, they always think it happens to women, but sometimes it can happen to men. So can you like tell us when it happens to men, how can you handle that situation?
Okay. All cases are the same.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, we are not sideline one gender, but on our office, mostly we focus on both female and male. We not focus on one gender, as I already said that. So we treat them equally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you tell us what is the most common type of gender-based violence cases that you deal with?
Okay. Mostly is economic and sexual. Yes, economic and sexual. These are common example types forms of gender-based viruses. Economic and sexual gender-based viruses. Yeah.
So when gender-based violence happens, which which group of people is most commonly affected?
Okay, mostly female.
Yeah.
Yes, female.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, female are mostly victims of the gender-based
Yeah.
gender-based violence. Right. Yes.
So when the female have been affected by gender-based violence, how do you treat them, or how do you address them?
Okay, first thing, we have some phrases we use to communicate with them. Phrases like we are breathing you, right? Yes, I'm with you. Like this phrase helps us to convince the victims, right?
You said that the most affected are the female.
Yes.
So can you tell us when the female are most affected, how do you treat them, or how do you advise them?
Okay. To treat or to advise a victims, most of females, first thing we look on phrases we use during the conversation with her. Most of these phrases like I'm believing, I believe you, I'm with you, yes, I trust you,
Yeah.
in
So
order in order to
in
get
order to comfort.
to comfort her,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yes, and have a time, enough time to ask and let her explain her story. Yes, right?
Yes.
Then to come up with her advices at the end, right?
So do you know any cultural norms or traditions that maybe help in leading to gender-based violence?
Yes, invitation ceremony.
Yeah.
Invitation, yes. Invitation ceremony is one of the cultural ceremony that still promote gender-based what?
Right.
Viruses. Yes.
So as a doctor, how can you prevent or maybe help in stopping this custom?
Okay. To prevent or to stop this custom, it is a thing. Just involve the stakeholders like government, chiefs, leaders, village leaders. Yes, and the nations leaders to have a conversation to discuss some to remove some elements, bad elements. Yes, elements of that promote gender-based violence in intention ceremonies. We are not saying that intention ceremony is bad, but we need to remove some elements which promote gender-based what? Gender-based violence, right? Yes.
So can you tell us which factors will, will most likely lead to the increase of gender-based violence? Which factors lead to the gender-based violence?
Okay. First thing is the economic factor.
Yeah.
Is economic factor is many factor
Yeah.
that contribute to gender-based what? Gender-based violence.
So can you explain what exactly are these economic factors?
So this economic factor,
Yeah.
as you remember well,
Yeah.
If you remember well,
Yeah.
at the end of this interview,
Yeah.
I said that one of the form or one of the common form of gender-based violence is economic.
Yes.
Economic, yeah. So these economic factors
Yeah.
causes economic gender-based what? Gender-based violence,
Yeah.
right? And most of the victims are women
Okay.
or
So,
females,
so
right?
yeah. So can you give us an example of what exactly happens when it's when an economic factor causes gender based? What is the example that you can say, yeah, it's because of this economic factor?
Okay. A good example is denied to have job because you are a female
Yeah.
or you are male.
Yeah.
Some workers prefer at our work at this office we prefer to employ males only,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But in the process you can see that female, they also they have ability to work on that office.
So, so can you tell us what are the barriers the people who suffer from gender-based violence face when they are trying to report it to the police or authorities?
Okay, the first barrier,
Yeah.
which is main barrier here in Malawi, some of the victims, they are not able to reveal or report their cases because they want to preserve their marriages, mostly females, yes, women. A lack of information, yes, a lack of information, like where to report it, how to report it, like that. So yes, that's.
So can you tell us what are the services or treatment by people who have suffered from gender-based violence will receive when they arrive at the hospital?
Okay, most services, or main service,
Yes.
main service is guidance and counseling.
Yes.
We offer guidance and counseling. Oh no, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what? So in guidance and counseling, how do doctors approach for treatment?
Okay, as you remember, in the end of these interviews, I say that the most applicable approach to the victim is to use some phrases.
Ways to comfort them.
Yes, yes. In order to comfort him,
Yes.
or her,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes. For example, we use mostly this phrase like, I believe in you.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's right.
Yes.
Yes. I trust you,
Yes.
and give him enough time to explain, his or her story. Yes.
So can you tell us, do you know any organizations that help both people that have suffered from gender-based violence?
Yes. Here in Malawi, there are many organizations which deal with gender-based violence. Uh, 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 first organization is UNESCO, Youth Net and Counseling. Yes, Youth Net and Counseling, right? Youth Net and Counseling, uh, and some other youth organizations, right? Yes, but many organizations in Malawi are well-known organizations, UNESCO, Youth and Counseling.
So can you tell us what? Also, when a patient that has suffered from gender-based violence has been treated at the hospital, how long are they supposed to stay at the hospital?
It depends. It depends on the advisor. It depends. Yes. It depends. It just depends.
Okay.
And
So
it depends according to the situation.
uh,
How is the story?
so
Is that is. And I have forgotten one. Another this organization, Marco. Yes,
yeah,
Marco of Edbuff.
yeah,
This one also deals with gender-based violence.
yeah.
Marco, yes, Marco, yeah, Marco and the Edbuff.
So what does it macro? How do they help with gender-based violence?
They also provide a guidance and counseling.
Oh,
Same, yes.
yeah. So when someone has been affected by gender-based violence after they've been treated, usually they are required to do checkup. So can you tell us what is the duration or what they should do with the checkups?
Okay, in terms of checkups, it depends. Yes, it depends. Sometimes some people is maybe it just depends. I cannot say a exact period, but it just depends.
So what is the most common period that the patient do checkups?
A month,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, so people are required to do checkups with the hospital after 1 month, right?
Yes.
Thank you. So the preventive measures that the people can take to avoid gender-based violence.
Okay. The first thing is to promote
Gender equality.
yes, yes, gender equality, and but the main preventive measures is to promote or to conduct civic education dangers of gender-based violence, right? Yes, that's the main preventive measure. Conducting awareness, people to aware people about the dangers of what gender-based violence. Yes.
So, can you explain us how, as a doctor, how can you make sure that the services to gender-based violence are accessible to what people that suffer from gender-based violence?
Okay. To make this service available or to accessible people, the victims. Okay. We provide the each and every day we conduct a heavy talk. Yes. We provide we do heavy talk. Our institutions to inform people about the gender-based violence and where to report it and how to handle. Yes. Each and every day we do.
So, can you explain to us how media portrays gender-based violence? How do how how do they, how do they promote or hinder on how people see gender-based violence?
Okay. Media has two sides. Positive side and what? Negative side. Positive, here we look at promotion. Yes. While our negative in this context we say the negative. So as you can see, media sometimes it promotes through the awareness, aware people about the negative impact of a gender-based gender-based violence. But on same case also in same context, media it varies the rise of someone. People see mostly here we focus on gender-based gender-based violence, right? Yes. So it has two positive side and negative side, right?
So, how can we teach men and young boys um, on how to address gender-based violence?
To address, okay. We have institutions which can deal with the gender-based violence. So maybe this should start from the primary school, family level, community, and the nation. So in schools, we need to teach or to instruct the teachers through the reflection courses on issues of gender-based violence in order to strengthen our awareness. Yes, right. On community, we need to work with local leaders, chiefs, yes, group leaders, yes, inform their people, their villagers about the dangers of what gender-based violence. On national level, okay, on national level, organization that is gender-based violence, right? Yes.
So, can you also tell us, like, when a victim has suffered gender-based violence, they are required to go to the police? So, can you tell us what is the process that is required of the body to the police?
Okay, there's no much process to report the case of gender-based violence in police, because in police there's this unit, victim support unit. This body is responsible, this department is responsible to deal with gender-based gender-based violence. Unfortunately, their clients they have more female clients than men. Yes, I don't know why. Right.
So, there is this thing called victim training. So, sometimes when gender-based violence happens, sometimes people blame the woman or the woman blames herself. So, can you tell us how can a community address this problem?
Okay, to address this problem, mostly is to conduct the awareness campaigns to aware people, because some people, okay, main way to deal with these challenges to conduct the awareness, to aware people, yes, to aware what is gender-based violence, it is sex, yeah? Right.
So, can you tell us what advice can you give to victims of gender-based violence or people or people who think we're suffering from gender-based violence?
Okay, I have a simple advice. Simple advice is once we have a victim of any form of gender-based violence, we need to report to authority. Yes, that's the right way. You need to report it.
So thank you very much. So as you can see, we have come to the end of our program. Today we talked about gender-based violence. We talked about different things of how to prevent gender-based violence, what, and on what kind of treatment is required for gender-based violence. As always, I'm your host, Dr. Kam'mwamba, and today I'm joined by
Divason Danger.
and this has been Let's Talk Health. Until we meet again.